question number 9 from third exercise 4.3. 4.3 question number 9. Let the time taken by the smaller pipe, let the time taken by smaller pipe be x hours. Okay, let the time taken by smaller pipe to fill the whole tank. Time taken by the smaller pipe to fill the whole tank is x hours, right? So time taken by then what is the time taken by larger pipe? Read the question. Time taken by larger pipe will be
x plus 10.
Plus, it can't be plus. Larger pipe will take less time. If it takes less time, minus agatla. You to subtract minus x minus 10. Shreya, if the
Yes, sir.
if the diameter of the pipe is more, then more amount of water will come. So it will fill in a less time. That is 10 hours. Okay, 10 hours less than that. Here it is x minus 10. Any doubts here? Any questions? Any questions with this x minus 10? Time taken by larger pipe x minus 10. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. Next one is important. The next two sentences. Part of tank filled by smaller pipe in 1 hour. Okay, in 1 hour. See here. Okay, if there is a pipe here and if this pipe fills the whole tank in x hours, this pipe fills the whole tank in x hours, so the part of tank filled by this pipe in 1 hour will be 1 divided by total time. You need to just remember this one. Part of tank filled by any pipe in 1 hour will be 1 by x if this is the total time. Okay, let me take one more pipe here. Okay, so here this pipe separately. Okay, let's assume there is single pipe here and this pipe fills this tank in 5 hours. Okay, total time taken by this pipe to fill the tank is 5 hours. Part of the tank filled by this pipe in 1 hour is 1 by 5, 1 by total time. Understood? Any questions here? So then part of the tank filled by smaller pipe in 1 hour will be 1 by x, 1 by total time. This is my x hours. Okay, next, part of tank filled by larger pipe in 1 hour again is equal to how much? 1 by, am I audible?
Sir, 1 by x minus 10.
1 by x minus 10. Yes or no? Because x minus 10 is the total time. ಹೌದಾ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಭಾಳ ತಲೆಗೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಏನು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಬೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪೈಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಪೈಪ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಟೋಟಲ್. ಅದೊಂದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಲೋನ್ ಓಪನ್, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 1 ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 1 divided by the total time, 1 by x. If it is x minus 10, 1 by x minus 10. If it is 5 hours, 1 by 5 hours. If it is 10 hours, 1 by 10 hours. 1 hour only. Part of the tank filled in 1 hour. These two are important. These two steps. Okay. Next. Okay. First sentence from the problem. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. Okay, if you keep both open, then they will fill it in 9 3/8 hours. See here. Time taken by both the pipe. Time taken by both the pipe to fill. Time taken by both the pipe to fill the tank. Is equal to how much? 9 3/8 hours, or you can write it as 75/8 hours. Mixed fraction. Okay, convert mixed fraction to improper. 75/8 hours. Time taken by both the pipe to fill the whole tank. Time taken by both the pipe to fill the whole tank is 75/8 hours. Okay, next one. Part of the tank. Okay, you need to answer this one. Part of the tank filled by both the pipe in 1 hour. Part of the tank filled by both the pipe in 1 hour. Fast. Part of the tank filled by both the tank in 1 hour. Again same 1 as it is divided by total time. Total time ಎಷ್ಟು? ಎರಡು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು? 75/8. 1 divided by total time, that is 75/8. What is 1 divided by 75/8? Reciprocal. 8/75. Yes or no? So this is the part of the tank filled by both the pipe in 1 hour, right? Okay, now add these two. This one, part of the tank filled by smaller pipe in 1 hour, larger pipe in 1 hour, and both. Take this one as equation 1, 2, and this one is 3. Okay, comparing 1 2 3. Comparing 1 2 and 3. So what we will get? If you compare these three, you will get 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 8/75. Now simplify this one. Again LCM. If you find LCM here, x into x minus 10 plus x, yes or no? Multiply x into x minus 10 into x is equal to 8/75. Any questions here? Any doubts? Now simplify these two. X plus x is 2x minus 10 divided by x square minus 10x is equal to 8/75. Take a screenshot. Okay, I will erase this part. First, take a screenshot. Okay, so what is the next step? 2x minus 10. So what is common here in this 2x minus 10? 2 is common, right? So if you take 2 common, then you will be left with x minus 5 in the numerator divided by x square minus 10x is equal to 8/75. You can take this 2 here, take this 2 in the denominator, right? You will get this 2 here, 2 ones are 2 fours are. Okay, now cross multiply. 75 into x, 75x minus 75 into 5, 375. Yes or no? Let me know if there is any mistakes here. 4 into x, 4x square, and then minus 40x. Huh? Anything wrong here?
No, sir, it is correct.
Okay. Now take these two terms to RHS. 0 is equal to 4x square minus 40x minus 75x plus 375. 0 is equal to 4x square minus 40x minus 75x. How much you will get here? Minus 40 minus 75 minus 105 115x plus 375, or you can write this one as 4x square minus 105x plus 375 is equal to 0. Okay, then how to solve this one? Hinge solve ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Quadratic formula,
Quadratic formula.
we'll use the quadratic formula.
Yes, sir.
Okay, x is equal to, because splitting the middle term will take a lot of time. Okay, so factors find करना थोड़ा difficult होगा, so better take quadratic formula. So minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. So now substitute the values. Minus of minus 115 plus or minus root of b square, 115 square. Okay, you need to give me the values fast. Calculate 115 square.
So 13,220.
13,225. Very good. Next minus 4ac. How much you will get? 4 into a, that is 4,
6,000.
375 divided by 2a, that is 8. 115 plus or minus root of 30,225. How much you will get here if you multiply these three?
So 6,000.
6,000. Okay, divided by 8. 115 plus or minus root of, if you subtract these two,
So 7225.
7225. Is it a perfect square? How much you will get? What is the root of this?
So 85.
Sir, 85.
Okay, 115 plus or minus 85 divided by 8. So if you simplify this one, x is equal to 115 plus 85 divided by 8, and x is equal to 115 minus 85 divided by 8. 115 plus 85, 200 divided by 8, and here 115 minus 85, 30 by 8. So if you simplify this one, you will get x is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತಿದೆ 25 ಬರೋದಲ್ಲ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you will get 25 here, and here it is x is equal to 30 by 8. What was the question? Question, back to question. Find क्या करना था हमको? We need to find time taken by
So time taken by each tap to fill the tank.
time taken by each
Separate.
time taken by each tab to fill the tank separately, right? So here we got two solutions. Okay, if x is equal to 25, if x is equal to 25, then what about x minus 10? 25 minus 10, so which is 15. Okay, so if the time taken by smaller tank, what is x? X is smaller tank, right? Time taken by the smaller tank. if the smaller tank takes 25 hours, then the larger one will take 15 hours. Yes or no? If I take x is equal to 25, right? So I will take second option, that is if x is equal to 30 by 8. If x is equal to 30 by 8, x minus 10 will be 30 by 8 minus 10. How much you will get here? 8. 30 minus 800. Sorry, 80. 30 minus 80. Okay. So which is equal to minus 50 by 80. So here time can't be negative, right? Time ಯಾವಾಗಾದರೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. Yes or no?
No, sir.
Time cannot be negative. Okay. Hence x is equal to 25. That is time taken by smaller tank, time taken by the smaller tank to fill the tank separately is 25 hours. If this is 25 hours, then the time taken by larger tank will be 15 hours. So this is the correct answer. All of you go through the question number 8 again. Question number 8. So here in this question number 8, you need to find the speed of the train. Okay, so what I will do, I will take let the speed of the train be x. Let the speed of train be x. Okay, what I will do, kilometer per hour, x kilometer per hour. Let the speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. So here it travels 360 kilometer. So the distance between the 2 points is 360 kilometer. It travels from point A to point B, point A to point B with a speed of x kilometer per hour. Okay. If the speed had been 5 kilometer per hour more. Okay, first this is case 1. Same question la solve ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇದನ್ನ, similar problem we solve. Case 1, if this is the speed and the distance is 360 kilometer, then what is the time? Time is equal to formula. What was that formula? Speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time. So time is equal to distance by speed. Yes or no? So what is the distance? 360 and the speed is x. So take this one as t1. T1 is 360 divided by x hours. Any questions?
No, sir.
So time taken in the first case is 360 by x. Okay, now case 2. In case 2, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, so x plus 5, yes or no? If the speed is x plus 5, the distance will remain same. Okay, in both the case the distance is 360 km. The distance is same in both the case. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, time, what about time? It would have taken 1 hour less. So time taken in the second case will be t2 will be, time taken in the second case is 1 hour less than the time taken in the first case. Any doubts here in this step? T2 is equal to T1 minus 1 hours. Here it is hours and here it is kilometer per hour. Speed is x plus 5 kilometer per hour and time taken t1 time taken in the first case minus 1 hours. Any questions, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so if you apply the formula, if you apply the speed is equal to distance by time, or this formula, time is equal to distance by 3, so how much you will get here? T2 is equal to, what is the distance? 360 divided by x plus 5. Yes or no? Any doubts here? This one, time taken in the second case is total distance divided by speed, so here it is x plus 5. Now substitute these two, t1 and then this t2 in this equation. Substitute both the t1 and t2 in this equation, so you will get, so equation is t2 is equal to t1 minus 1, so t2 is 360 divided by x plus 5 is equal to 360 divided by x minus 1. Any questions, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, then copy this one. I will erase this part. Then we'll solve this equation. Okay, so when you solve this one, you will get a quadratic equation. Okay, after simplifying, after solving the quadratic equation, you will get x value, that is the speed of the train.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh.
Sir, but T1 was 360 by x, right? So then should be 360 by x minus 1.
Wait,
So, sir, you wrote T1 minus 1, no, sir?
here.
Yes, sir. So then it should be 360 upon x minus 1, right?
Huh, 360 upon x minus 1.
So what is 360 upon x plus 5 then?
Okay, this one, 360 upon x plus 5.
Yes, sir.
Actually, that is a relation between time taken in the first case and the time taken in the second case. See here, what was the time taken in the second case? Time taken in the second case is 1 hour less than the time taken in the first case. Yes or no? Read the question again. So as per the second statement from the question, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less. See here, the distance is same in both the cases. The distance is same. Okay, 360 kilometers and then 360 kilometers. Initially, the speed of the train is x kilometers per hour. Initially, the speed of the train is x kilometer per hour. So in the second case, here the speed is 5 km per hour more than the previous case. Howdla? If the speed increases, then the train will reach the destination lesser time, in a less time. If you want, I will give an example here. Instead of x, let me take some values. (360 km is the distance between two cities. Okay, city A and B. The distance between two cities is 360 km. So here, a train. Okay, there is a train. Okay, and here the speed of the train. Speed of the train is. Let me take 36 km. 36 km per hour. Okay, speed of the train is, okay, let's assume, okay, it can't be 36, it will be more than 100 km per hour, or let me take 100 km. Speed of the train is 100 km per hour. If the speed of the train is 100 km per hour, then what is the time taken by the train to cover this distance? Huh? 9th class physics. Time taken by the train to cover this distance. How many hours?
360 by 100.
360 total distance divided by 100. So which is equal to 3.6 hours. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is your T1 first case. T1 is equal to 3.6 hours. So same train, okay, same train in the second case or in the second journey. In its second journey, it will increase its speed. Okay, here it will increase its speed. So instead of 100 km per hour, speed in the second case. Speed in the second case is let me take ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ 200. It increases its speed by 200 kilometer per hour. Okay, if the speed of the train increases to 200 kilometer per hour, distance will remain same again. Then what is T2 here? Time taken is equal to total distance 360 divided by 200, which is equal to
1.8 hours.
1.8 hours. Right? So this is your T1 and this is your T2. Now what is the relation between T2 and T1? Can I write T2 is equal to T1 plus, what is the difference here? 1.8. Yes or no? Time taken in the second case is 1.8 hours, 1.8 hours less than, sorry. Time taken in the second case is 1.8 hours less than the time taken in the first case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this T2 is same as this. Wait. This T2 is same as this and this T1 is this. Okay, so similarly here, see. So here the speed of the train is x and here it is x plus 5. So it is increasing here. If the speed increases, the time will decrease. So the time taken in the second case is time taken in the first case minus 1, right? So you can take this T2 as 360 by x and then T1 as 360 by x plus 5. So now substitute these two values in this equation. Okay, and if you solve this, then you will get x.
Okay, sir, understood. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Shall I erase this one? Take a screenshot fast. Now, you know how to solve this one? If you solve this one, again LCM, let me write it here. 360 divided by x plus 5 minus 360 divided by x is equal to minus 1. Take 360 common. If you take 360 common, then you will be left with 1 by x plus 5 minus 1 by x is equal to minus 1. Now you can take this 360 here, minus 1 by 360. Okay, now simplify. X into x plus 5 and here x minus 5. X and x will cancel out. Minus now cross multiply. Take this 360 here. What is minus 5 into 360? Minus 5 into 360 is equal to minus x square. If you multiply these two, x square plus 5x. Any doubts, any questions? 360 into 5, 0, 1800 is equal to minus x square minus 5x. Now take these two here, x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the required quadratic equation. Any doubts, any questions? Okay.
No doubt, sir.
If you solve this one using that quadratic formula, then you will get the x value. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Minus 5 plus or minus root of b square, that is 25, minus 4 into 1 into 1800 divided by 2. minus 5 plus or minus root of 25. Actually it is minus 1800, right? Minus into minus is plus. 18 fours are divided by 2. Minus 5 plus or minus 7225. What is root of this? Root of 7225? 40. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತಾ? 50.
Say 85.
85 minus 5 plus or minus 85 divided by 2. So here x is equal to minus 5 plus 85 divided by 2, or x is equal to minus 5 minus 85 divided by 2. 80 by 2, that is 40 here, and here it is minus 5 minus 90, that is minus 45. You will get minus 45 here. Again, speed cannot be negative, right? Speed can't be negative, so this one is wrong. Okay, so speed of the train is 40 kilometer per hour. Copy.
An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 km between Mysore and Bangalore, without taking into consideration the time they stop at intermediate stations. If the average speed of the express train is 11 km per hour, more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains.
Find the average speed of the two trains. Okay, so again the distance is same in both the case. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train. Okay, so there is an express train here and there is a passenger train. So which one travels faster, express or passenger?
Sir, express.
Obviously
Express.
expressway train will travel faster than the passenger train. So what I will do, let you can take express also. Okay, you can take express. Let the speed of the express train be x, or speed of the passenger train be x. You can take either one of these two. Here I will take, let the speed of the passenger train be x kilometer per hour. Okay, let the speed of the passenger train be x kilometer per hour. And here then the speed of the express train will be how much?
X plus 11.
How faster? Okay, this is 11 kilometer per hour faster than the passenger train. Express train is 11 kilometer per hour faster, so x plus 11 kilometer per hour. X plus 11 kilometer per hour. Fine. What is the distance between? So both the trains are traveling from Mysore to Bangalore. Okay, so here this is Mysore to Bangalore. The distance is same. Yesterday 132 kilometers. Okay, so distance traveled by both the trains will be same. That is 132 kilometers. Fine. Next, what is the time taken? Time taken by express train 132 by x plus 11. Distance by speed, again distance by speed, and time taken by the passenger train 132 by x. Yes or no? Any doubts? Any questions? And what is the relation between time taken by express train and the passenger train? Relation between time taken by express train and passenger train. Read the first sentence from the problem.
Express train takes 1 hour less.
An express train obviously come time lega na. If the speed of the express train is more, then it will take less time. So how can you make an equation out of this? Time taken by express train is less, that is time taken by p minus 1. time taken by express train is 1 less than time taken by passenger train? Yes or no? Any doubts, any questions here in this equation?
No, sir.
Time taken by express train is 1 less than time taken by passenger. So now substitute these two here. That is 132 divided by x plus 11 is equal to 132 divided by x minus 1. Okay, now you can take this 132 this side and then this minus 1 this side. So what you will get? You will get 1 is equal to 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11. Okay, 1 is equal to, now take 132 common. If you take 132 common, 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11. Now take this 132 here. 1 by 132 is equal to LCM x into x plus 11 and then x plus 11 minus x. Okay, next you continue. Okay, homework. Remaining part is homework. Simplify this one and find x. So x is the speed of the passenger train and x plus 11 is the speed of the express train. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Next, question number 11. Copy this one, leave some space. You can try this one later. Read question number 11. Last one. This one was 10, right? Question number 11. Sum of the areas of two squares. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meter square. So there are two squares here. Of different dimension. Sum of the areas of two squares. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, find the sides of the two squares. Okay. So there are two different squares. You need to find the sides. So what I will do? So here, let me take the side of this smaller one be x and this one be y. Okay. So initially we'll take two variables. Later you can substitute and get a single variable. So here, what is the area of the smaller circle? If one of the side is x, area of smaller square. Area of the smaller square is
Sir, x square.
x square, right? Yes or no? Area gotidilla, length into breadth. As it is a square, all the sides will be x, so it is x square. Next, area of the larger square. Y square. Any doubts here? Area of the smaller one is x square, area of the larger one is y square. Okay. If the difference of their perimeters is 24, perimeter of smaller square. What is the perimeter of the smaller one?
Sir, 4x.
4x. Next, perimeter of the larger one, larger square, 4y. Yes or no? Any doubts, any confusion till here? Draw two squares. Take side of one as x and the side of the other one as y. And this is a square, area of the smaller one, larger one, perimeter of the smaller one, perimeter of the larger one. So this is just the given data, right? This is just the given data. So we got this one from the problem. So now, okay, So condition क्या, what is the given condition here? If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, difference of their perimeters is 24. So perimeter of larger square minus perimeter of smaller one. Perimeter of larger minus perimeter of smaller is equal to 24. Yes or no? As per the given condition. If the perimeter difference of the perimeter is 24, so here 4x minus 4y is equal to 24. Okay, if you take 4 common, x minus y is equal to 24, or x minus y is equal to if you take this 4 here, 6. ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್, ಎನಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 11 is far better than 8, 9th and 10th. If you compare this one with question number 8, 9 and 10, this one is far better. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆನಾ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now how to form an equation here? If you just go through the question again, there is one more sentence or one more statement. What is that? What is the first statement? Sum of the areas of the two squares. Sum of the areas of the two squares, that is x square plus y square is equal to 468. Okay, x square plus y square is equal to 468. X minus y is equal to 6. Now this x can be written as 6 plus y. So, or what I will do, instead of, till now we solved all the equations with the variable x, right? So here I will take this y to the RHS and then 6 to the LHS. So you will get, or x is equal to 6 plus y. If you take this minus y to the RHS, same adhe bantla. So no, I need to replace this y here. I need to replace this y. So y is equal to x minus 6. Yes or no? If you take this y here and then this 6 here, then you will get y is equal to x minus 6. Any questions here? Any questions, any doubts? Now just replace this y by this. So you will get x square plus x minus 6 whole square is equal to 468. Now expand this one. X square plus x square plus 36 minus 12x is equal to 468. 2x square minus 12x plus 36 minus 468 is equal to 0. Yes or no? Any questions, any doubts here? No? Now simplify this one. 2x square minus 12x. If you subtract 36 out of this, then you will get minus 432 is equal to 0. So take 2 common. If you take 2 common, you will get x square minus 6x minus 216 is equal to 0. Now solve this one. First, let me know if you got any doubts here. So again, remaining part is homework. Try this one and then find the x value. Okay, so that is the side of the smaller circle, sorry, smaller square. To find the larger one, you can use this relation. If you substitute that x value here, then you will get the side of the larger square.